In terms of academic rigor, there's no comparison really between a community college and a four-year university. Even though I studied hard in community college, I did all I could to get the best possible grade I could. But once I transferred, I got way more homework, reading assignments than I could handle at the time, and uh, I found myself the environment to be very challenging for me. In the first two weeks in my first semester, I thought everybody else was very smart, and I thought I was at the bottom of the class, which was in a way true because a lot of times I was the only international student, and my English obviously was the worst because most students were American students and their English was their native language. So I struggled initially, but in my last year, I got really used to the new environment. I think I would say I caught up with other students, and I was able to engage in debates or class discussions without any problem. But in the first 2 weeks or so, academically, it was very challenging for me. I spent a lot of hours in the library because it would take me more time to complete an assignment that everybody else is doing. So it was challenging, but I was able to overcome because even though it was still challenging, it was within the range where I could still catch up. I lived in New Orleans and I went to a school called Tulane University. So in my school, there was a culture of New Orleans which embraces live music, partying, festivals, and things like that. Plus, we had the culture of drinking, going out, and having parties. So we had both cultures existing at the same time in school. So we had a very vibrant student body, and it was actually very much fun, and a lot of students that were very relaxed and outgoing. They would go out during the weekdays several times a week sometimes. But at the same time, even though they party a lot in my school, I met with a lot of intelligent and very smart students who would party, but they study as hard. So for American students, they could procrastinate their assignments, but they get it done the night before because English is their first language, so writing an essay wouldn't be too much of a problem. But if you are an international student, I highly encourage you to immerse yourself in the American college life and go out with your friends, go to parties. But if you study in the same way that American students did, such as procrastinating till the last minute, you would have trouble completing your assignments because more than likely your English is not as good as American students, so it'll take you more time to complete a given assignment. So I learned about the balancing being social and being responsible academically.